Welcome back, you guys. We had a pretty awesome trip on our last video. Went out and caught a bunch of smallmouth, caught a couple largemouth, but today I'm just gonna focus on some largemouth. So we went out to we're out here at a freaking, I caught a giant here last time, big old fish. And there are bigger ones. So this is the lake I decided to come out to today. We're gonna throw the big old toad around, and we're gonna throw some big old swim baits, and we're gonna go around and start off that in the morning. We're just gonna go do a little lap around the lake, hit up the spots where I think all the big fish are. And then if that doesn't work, maybe it warms up a little bit in the day and we'll switch to some different techniques if things don't go according to plan. But let's see if we can get ourselves a big frog bass today. I got a big old Citizen 7 swim bait we're gonna be throwing today. And yeah, I think it's gonna be good. Look at the freaking weather today. We're in summertime, and it is a nice, cool, cloudy, overcast day here in the Pacific Northwest. This is we got a nice breeze. There's like nobody on the lake, so let's get to it. I don't know what these bass are doing, but we're gonna get it figured out. I want a frog catch. One of you guys in the comments said, let the frog make a bigger splash and do longer pauses. Because that's what the big bass want. I can agree with that statement. That sounded good, so we're gonna definitely be trying that out today. Just gonna try to cover some water. This is a good sized lake. Lots to fish. We don't need to fish too slow today. Threw the frog just to start off the day. Of course, you gotta start with the frog. All I really care about is finding a topwater bite or a swim bait bite. Let's go ahead and start throwing this guy here. Some nice grass right here. This is this is it. Oh my God, we just got hit. Ugh. Oh boy. Did you see that? Oh man, that was a huge fish. That was a huge fish. Oh, huge bummer. That's a huge bummer. On the bright side though, I only casted this a few times. We've only been here for 20 minutes fishing. Holy crap. You see how awkward I set that hook? I didn't quite feel the bite. It just felt like he just like swallowed it. He just swallowed it, and it just felt kind of subtle, and I wasn't sure. We're gonna shake that off, and we're gonna see about getting another one. I'm gonna throw a few more casts here just because sometimes if you fish for one, sometimes it can get a bunch of other ones fired up in the area. Yeah, it's sort of way up there. It's a pretty weedless swim bait. We can throw into stuff like that. What I really want is to throw along this log. Interesting. Let's throw the toad. All right, we've been fishing for about an hour and 20 minutes now. All we had is that one big fish, which is a bummer. It helps when something like that happens if you catch another one fairly soon. If you don't, it starts to get in your head that, oh man, you blew it. We've got the punching setup set up. All right, I think we just flipped this spot pretty good. Let's make a move. Back to the swim bait. Here we go. All right, we're approaching the other side here. Still getting some good wind, still some good cloud cover. You know, maybe. See a nice little grass point out here. We'll definitely throw the swim bait at that. That looks great. I saw something giant blow up here. I'm assuming it was a big old carp because it was too big to be anything I've ever seen in the lake before. I'm not super familiar with seeing carp, and I thought I saw a giant one blow up last time I was here. I've never caught a carp. I think it'd be a lot of fun, especially if it was a giant one. I know we probably won't eat this swim bait, but I've seen them eat crazy things before. All right, 4 hours and 30 minutes we've been fishing. We are fishless right now. Jesus. I think we can still fix this. We still got the weather on our side today. We still have a bunch more lake that we haven't really fished yet. I do got this swim bait just locked in my hands. I don't seem to be able to put it down. I think I won't be happy until I get a big old giant on this thing to make up for our little mishap this morning. All right, set the swim bait down for just a moment. It is for August. Right? I don't think there doesn't seem to be a punch bite going on. Last time it just was. You could just tell right away. We're approaching a really cool spot of the lake. Has some big outside grass lines, giant lily pad patch. It's got everything I want. Just lost all confidence in my topwater abilities. It's been just so long since I mean, just nothing. Topwater feels unattainable. Of course, I guess back in the day, I used to just dedicate the entire day to it. Only throwing this big frog has really got me. It's gotten in my head, you know? Like, what if I threw a smaller frog? Would that work? We'll never know, because I ain't throwing no small frogs. All right, we're kind of making our way back to the swim bait area. We'll throw that again. I want to see if there's a few spots where we can throw this drop shot. Maybe in front of some docks. I don't know. What's up here, but I saw a fish. We're just gonna go for it. Nice. We're all wound up in some grass down the bottom. Oh yeah. Oh, just a big fish. How big of a fish are you, though? I feel like there's something more at play. Like some grass. Come on, bud, I don't have a strong enough line to do this. What if it's just a huge fish? That'd be crazy. There we go. Yeah, that's just you're a good fish, but you are wrapped up in some grass. Come on, stay off the bottom. Heck yeah. Drop shot saves the day. All right, what do we got? How big are you, bud? What are you, an 18? 17.75. Look at that. Yeah. All right, bud. You've been a good sport. Why don't you head on back now? Whoa. First fish on the board. But that's all that happened all day, you guys. That was the whole thing. We got one fish on the drop shot. Thank God for the drop shot. But we're gonna call it that. Keep a nice short video. That's exactly what happened. Thanks for watching. See you next time.